Democratic Congresswoman Jackie Speier has been leading this charge and joins me now. Let's talk about the president in just a moment. I just wanted to show you a little tape that we've just gotten in of Roy Moore today.
Mrs. Moore, do you regret what you said about the Jewish lawyer?
I'm talking about this way. People will answer these allegations this evening at the vote. We're done with that. We get back to the issues in this section. Next question.
Judge Moore, Senator Cory Gardner says as soon as you get to the Senate, he wants you expelled. What will you do?
We'll take those up when we get to the Senate.
Hey, Judge, for the local media here watching this, what do you want to say to the people of Alabama right now?
Well, I think they ought to go out and vote their conscience, and we have a tremendous turnout. The state, the nation is watching this. In fact, we have how many international people from overseas, different nations here today. This is a very important race for our country, for our state, and for the future.
Judge Moore, you read, are you prepared to face an ethics committee?
We can take those problems up when we get to the Senate, when we win.
Judge, what do you say to those who accuse you essentially?
Mrs. Moore, just one question. Mrs. Moore, what's the last month been like for you?
What do you say to those who accuse you of?
Well, you saw it. Judge Moore, Kayla Moore, former judge, I should say, because he was twice taken down by the people of, speaking of Alabama voters, for what he did as a Supreme Court justice there. Jackie Speier, sorry for the interruption, but it's all of a piece. Let's talk about the election today and the calls for the president to now face an investigation into his past. He would certainly argue that the voters have spoken in 2016, and that was all dealt with.
Well, the voters, if they were given an opportunity to speak this year, would not elect Donald Trump to the presidency of the United States. I think we all appreciate that this is not a blip on the screen. This is a consequential transformation in this country where women are standing up and saying loudly and clearly, we will not be treated as property. We are not going to allow for sexual harassment in the workplace. And I think that conduct that is unbefitting the President of the United States is something that we have the right to look at.
The Trump tweet against Senator Gillibrand today was, quote, lightweight Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, a total flunky for Chuck Schumer, and someone who would come to my office begging for campaign contributions not so long ago and would do anything for them, is now in the ring fighting against Trump. Very disloyal to Bill and crooked. Used. I know that your colleague Elijah Cummings calling for an apology from the president and for him to take down that tweet. Your response?
Well, absolutely, he should take down that tweet. But as we know, the president listens to no counsel whatsoever. It's a cancer growing in the presidency that it should be alarming to all of us. No president, no human being should talk to another human being in those terms, in that manner. And the fact that he's talking to another senator, I mean, he doesn't recognize party either. He's shafted and put down Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan. He will do anything that is expedient to him at the moment. That is not a way to run a country, and that is not what I believe the American people are looking for in a leader.
Elizabeth Warren has responded with another tweet. She writes, are you really trying to bully, intimidate, and slut-shame Senator Gillibrand? Do you know who you are picking a fight with? Good luck with that, real Donald Trump. Nevertheless, she persisted. So the fight is joined. And as Chuck Todd was just pointing out, the president has not taken on Senator Sanders or Senator Merkley or any of the men who've called for him to either resign or be investigated. He's going right for the women.
Well, he has shown a predilection for misogyny in the past. The way he treats women, the way he talked about women on Access Hollywood suggests that he sees them as just toys and those who he can play with and even torment. And I think that it's going to have a significant impact on his presidency. And I don't think he knows the thin ice that he is operating under right now.
And I should just point out that Peter King, obviously a Republican from Long Island, New York, has also written that he's spoken out against this, said he had a good relationship with Senator Gillibrand. So I think you're going to begin to see bipartisan concern about this kind of rhetoric on Twitter against a sitting U.S. senator.
He has to be muzzled on Twitter. He doesn't realize what a dangerous format that is in terms of dealing with members of Congress and dealing with foreign powers. He is embarrassing the country, and it is becoming dire. And I think we all need to be willing to step up and speak up about what is behavior that is fitting the President of the United States.
Jackie Speier, thanks for taking time for us today. Really appreciate it. And coming up, more problems. Roy Moore's wife making a last-minute attempt to win over black voters in Alabama. Did she push them further away? You're watching Andrea Mitchell Reports on MSNBC.
Want more strategies, tips, and expert advice? Get your